Merry Christmas, guys. Happy Hanukkah if you celebrate Hanukkah too as well. Overall, just hopefully you're enjoying the season. How are you guys? I actually switched pictures. I'm going to scrapbook. So I'm like, I'm actually really excited. There's these pictures I have of last year. Was it last year? Boy, the years do blur, man. They do blur. I think it was last year, 2024. Yes. And we did like this Christmas game where I bought these like reindeer antlers, and anyways, and then you throw like rings onto them. Actually, David, where's that picture? Oh yeah, like this one. It was really fun. We had a lot of fun. It was very silly, fun. I still have that game because I bought it last year, so we might pull it out this year. We'll see. But for some reason, I was thinking of like, well, I'm still gonna scrapbook my ornament pictures too. I think that's gonna be my third layout. But I was gonna scrapbook 2022, but I forgot about these ones, and it just made me think of the owl and how silly and cute this kid is, or can be, depending on what direction you take it. And so I wanted to do these pictures. So I hurriedly and printed them off. Anyways, I don't know if you guys can hear the rascals out there. They're not being terribly loud, but they're gonna be loud, I think. So Maddie just came into town last night. So we have a full house, but everybody's going their different ways. David has book club still tonight, so he's off to book club, and Lacey is actually at a game, but the rest of them are here. Hopefully, I think they're cleaning my kitchen. They are cleaning my kitchen, so that's why they're loud. It needed it. So I guess I should not complain, right? They're cleaning my kitchen. I have adhesive on my table. I'm trying to get that adhesive off. I don't know how it got on there or when it got on there. Guys, how are you? Merry Christmas. Thanks for saying hi. Appreciate that. All right. Yeah, Amy, I'm not sure why. I noticed that the other link, so I went and hurried up and updated that too. So I think it was not you, if that makes you feel better. I think it was the system not linking up correctly. So, but I'm glad you made it. Glad you made it. Hello, Jackie. How are you guys? Well, I'm gonna jump right into it. I'm not sure. We'll see how everything goes. I might get one layout done, and then I'll have to finish up maybe on Sunday I'll have more time and finish up the last one. We'll see how tonight goes, whether we do 2 or we just do a few hours and then call it good. But either way, hopefully we all get to create together and get something done. Or if you're just hanging out and being inspired, or maybe you're doing something else, maybe wrapping gifts, that's wonderful too. That's on my to-do list. I gotta still do a few of those. And you know what I want for Christmas? It's so silly, but it's kind of the honest truth. I told the kids, I'm like, I just need your help to put all my pages away in the albums, because they're piling up. These finished pages from the last 6 months, I need to get them in. And I ordered myself albums. I bought myself a gift. And I was even out of page protectors, so I had to wait till those came. They're all here. So I think that's what we might be doing on Sunday, to tell you the truth. I might put it on the dining room table, and tell everyone to kind of help me put these away. The only downfall, I think we'll all reminisce, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. So, all right, let me pull out my background. The PDF, hopefully you guys downloaded it. I was going to download it, but David's at book club, and I'm a little worried with Zoom's format. PJ changing through the screens too much, because if you guys were on the last PJ Playdate, because we use the Zoom platform here for the crop, so if you want to unmute, ask a question, if you end up finishing a page, and feel free to share it. That's kind of why we keep this specific event over here. But we use Zoom on this one, and then our other platform we use a different streaming service, but this one was a little finicky last the last crop, it kept cutting us out and like logging me out. And I was like, I don't know. I don't want to deal with that today. So we won't do too many screen sharing, I guess is where I'm at. I might flip between the cameras, but that's probably all. Oh, Everett, I already have it out from the other layout that I created. Oh, coloring stamped gift tags. Oh, how cute. You'll have to share those in the community. That's adorable. Coloring is so therapeutic. It's so good. I've gotten a few of my daughters into it early on in their stages just because of how therapeutic it is for the mind. I mean, anything you can get into a flow state is really good for you. So, Mary, where did I put my Mary set? It was all right here. Where did I put the Mary set? I thought I just had it out. That's what I get for my expectations, thinking that it was all in my little container. It's not. I definitely need Mary. I can't scrapbook without it. All right. I haven't had a chance to put comfy clothes on, like no hoodie today or anything. Ran from dinner straight to this, but I'm so excited. Mary, where's Mary's at? Mary, Mary, Mary. Quite contrary. Where are you? I just had it. You know what? Abby? Have you seen my Mary set?
Your what?
My Mary set?
I may have stolen that actually.
You stole my Mary set?
Do you need that? I can go to the apartment and get it.
Wait, which? Like my Mary set from my packaging? Oh, she stole my Mary set. Did you end up scrapbooking last night? Abs, honey, can you come help me really fast?
I'll go to my apartment and get it.
Well, hold on. Oh, sorry guys. I really did think it was in there, and maybe she did steal my Mary set. That's not great. Not end of the world, but not great.
Not great at all.
Can you ask her if she stole the one in the pocket though? Because I had mine in a pocket, or did she steal the other one? Because
Did you steal the pocket one or the other one? Also, stealing's a crime. Oh, Abby said both.
Abby!
Double crime.
Seriously, you knew I had this event tonight. I can't believe you. Oh my gosh.
You said yesterday you said you could take them.
I did say you could take the Mary set. You said a Christmas set.
You took all of the Christmas
And I said,
sets?
I have the PJ Playdate.
Every single one? Except Jolly, because she said, yeah, I'll use Jolly, so I left Jolly out. I grabbed the template set that I saw in the tab next to Mary. And I forgot Mary was in the
This
tub.
is okay. Look at this. This is a good thing.
I'll go to my apartment and get it.
I do have one owl already cut out. Maybe I'll start my layout that way.
Because
What's a good thing, Maddie?
it's a good thing because, you know, limiting yourselves to just a few sets, you know?
The Mary is the
challenge.
featured set.
Ah!
That's the new one.
What a turd, Abby May. Whoa.
That's what I get for teaching her how to scrapbook.
No.
Not
Moral
cool,
of the story,
guys.
don't teach your children to scrapbook.
Don't teach them to
Or they
scrap.
start stealing all your craft stuff.
She even came over the other day and stole my white cardstock. I was like, you took the last of my white cardstock.
Oh my goodness.
Anyways, that's okay. I have a few things cut out. I created this adorable owl. Look at this, Maddie.
Aw, it's so tender. Aw. You use pop-up? I like
Are we
that.
allowed to tell people your news?
Yeah,
All right.
guys. Well, you can tell them.
I can tell them?
This is your thing.
I'll probably post it later.
Today?
Eventually. No.
Oh,
But you guys
good.
can hear it first.
Yeah.
Maddie's expecting.
I am 9 weeks pregnant, friends.
Yay.
This is why I don't look that great.
She's been
'cause
doing
I'm
good.
not
She got a
feeling that
little
great.
nap today. They did get in late. So they are,
I'm trying to sleep as much as I can because no one told me.
yeah.
Well, I guess they did tell me. It just didn't quite
Wait, about tonight, you mean?
No, just didn't tell me that.
You'd be so
I'd
tired?
be so tired all the time.
Nobody told me.
No
I think
one
that's a
told me.
given. That's hilarious. You had to hear it in your life.
No.
Time.
No, we're expecting a baby in July.
Yes.
So we're excited.
I was finishing work today before next week. We're gonna do some festivities next week, baking and stuff. So I was like, okay, I need to get some work done. And I'm in my office and all I hear is all of this attention with Caleb. Like every single person in the house is just talking to Caleb and gooing over him. And I was like, oh my gosh, that kid gets so much attention.
It's impossible to get anything done with the baby around. And it's not because he's being distracting, it's because I want to be distracted by him. He like coos at me and I say, okay, I'm just gonna watch you make noises for 45 minutes.
You get your own very, very soon.
I know.
Yeah, Linda says enjoy sleep now because it becomes a luxury later. She likes her sleep.
I do.
She's very adamant on like 8 hours of sleep.
Sleep is so good for you. Everyone should be getting 8 hours of sleep.
She yells at me all the time. Mom, you need like 8 hours of sleep. And I'm like, well,
to get more sleep.
in my body, tell my body that.
Yeah.
It's like 4 or 5 hours and I'm like, well, time to get up. Anyways.
We're excited. Well,
Yeah. I wasn't expecting to say that, but when you came in, I was like,
yeah.
all I can think of is now that you're pregnant. Is that weird?
I mean, that's what all I can think of now, too.
No, I'm just kidding.
But
We're excited to have them here.
It's gonna be fun. It is fun seeing Riley's baby and kind of imagining what.
Yeah, because you haven't
it's
seen
gonna be
Caleb
for a
since
year from now.
Abby's wedding.
No, and at Abby's wedding too. I feel like I'm getting cut off here. Sorry.
Yeah.
At Abby's wedding too, he wasn't moving really much. He was still sleeping a lot.
Newbornish, yeah.
Now he's kicking and almost crawling and talking and screaming. He's really into like a screeching phase right now.
Yeah, he has a lot to say right now.
He's a little banshee.
Is she still cleaning the dishes or going to get my set?
She's still cleaning the dishes.
No, she needs to go get my set.
Happy May!
I appreciate you doing the dishes, but
Yeah, you need to go get it.
I need you to go get it.
I can finish the dishes if you want to stop and go get it.
Well,
Thank you for doing that, by the way.
that is a lesson learned. Literally, I have them in my tray. I just used them. I thought all was secure, all was safe, but gotta remember that I got little Abby hands.
It's like those toddlers who steal the food off your plate,
Yeah.
but like it's now grown children who steal templates from your craft room.
Yeah.
Well, you can start designing the rest of your page.
I'm gonna do a border.
Here you
And
go.
photos.
And some photos.
Oh, that's what I was showing you. I did the one now and then I got distracted telling you about her news that she's pregnant. But this was during Tip Tuesday, so I actually did create that guy, that little one already, which
Super cute.
was really great.
Yeah.
Like this is something that I think is really fun with that Tip Tuesday, doing one little item and then I'm like, oh my gosh, that's just gonna go straight on my page. It's already pre-done.
Yeah.
It's great.
You did this one too?
I did this little.
I like that you cut out
Yeah.
the top.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Well, I was gonna add this to my last page. Did I show you my page? Oh, it's hanging up. Oh
Yeah,
no.
I know, I've seen that
No,
one.
that's not the one. That's my
The
other
with
one.
Caleb?
The one I did with this kit.
The Hoot and Holly?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
It's of us.
yeah, no, I've seen it. I just made a post about it. It's right
Oh.
here, Mama.
There you go.
Right here.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's super fun.
Yeah, I was
Very
gonna
nice
add that
photos.
to that one, but I didn't end up doing it.
Back when I
So-
didn't have pregnancy acne, guys.
Oh, you're so fine. You're just beautiful.
No, this is really cute, Mama. I like the little scallop.
Linda says have to sign her up for her own subscription to the Kit Club.
I know.
Seriously.
I need to
No,
start-
Abby.
Oh,
Because then she
well.
won't steal my stuff.
Yeah, and I want one too because I got no scrapping stuff back in Utah.
You don't have time to scrapbook
I
right
don't
now.
have time to scrapbook. I wish I did. But
She stays up till like 11 doing schoolwork. In bed.
say hi, Piper. Say hi, Piper.
Okay, I'm gonna go change my view here, guys. You're so patient with me today. Was not expecting that.
These ones yet? Sorry.
Oh, those ones are,
Yeah.
2 Al Charms created those to go with this kit. So I could,
They're super cute.
yeah, they're super fun. Very easy to add to a page, which I was planning on doing. So those are out because I'm gonna add them to a page.
I'm gonna go finish the dishes. I might pop back in later.
Okay. I'm not gonna say no for you doing the dishes. Although I'm sure Abby will do it when she gets back.
Yeah, we're just trying to do it before Lacey gets back. She's done.
Well, she won't be back for like another hour and a half.
Let's go. I'll pull on that chair.
Linda, I have not had a chance to see the owl you did last night. It was kind of a late night. Do you have a picture of it? Throw it in the chat. I'm curious. I was just about to go to the community, but I'm like, I really need to be careful not to play with things like I did last time, or we're gonna get disconnected. All right, the pictures that I'm scrapbooking first, and then I'll do my other ones. Let's see. I have these ones personally, and then I did gather these ones. So that will be my next layout. And then yeah, okay. And so I want to see what background I'm going to use. Which ones go best with these set of pictures? Admit, Julie. There we go. Linda, you'll have to text it to me or throw it in the chat if you have a picture. I'd love to see it. Okay, so I'm going to download the PDF for my own refresher and kind of to help me get into like that headspace. I think that's another value of just having it all in one place is that you can have that. Put it in the chat so anyone, you don't have to go searching for it yourself, but I'm not going to share it in the screen this time, but I'll put it in the chat just because then I don't want you to go hunting. Hopefully that works. If you need another little, like I said, refresher or a sketch or inspiration. I mean, there's so many adorable owls, so many adorable owls. If you haven't checked out the Tuesday tip day, that's all we talked about. So I really love the sketch. If you go take a look at the PDF, the one with the ornaments all across the top, I thought that was really cute. I might do that on my ornament page now that I think about it. I think that's what I'll do. That'll be fun. Okay, just looking at the backgrounds, getting a feel for that. And then maybe, because I know I'm going to do this other page. Let's see, dark blue, pink. No, I don't think pink's going to work for mine. So I think it's between the dark blue or oh, the red could be cute on that one. Okay, so red and teal. All right, so I'm gonna do dark blue with this one and save this one for my other page. And personally, I don't know about you guys if you've ever made this mistake, but somewhere along the line I did, because I'm very cautious to put my background sheets to the side. I always like stick them in another pile so that I don't accidentally cut into them. So I'm always picking my background and then I stick the other backgrounds that I chose not to use on this layout somewhere else. Not in this pile, not in my scrap pile, layer pile. Someone have a question? Oh, I thought I heard someone on mute.
Oh, that was me, Susan.
Oh, hey, Linda.
So yeah, I just I accidentally tried to get the photo to post in here and it wouldn't post. So when I went out, it locked me out. So I had to get back in again.
I'm telling you. Like, usually I will let you put photos in there in the chat.
I know, and I don't know why it didn't do it.
Well, text it to me.
Yes, I will text it to you.
All right. Let me see. Maybe I can really get some inspiration from sketches since I would love to get going on my layout. And since she, oh, you know what? That's a really fun sketch. I also have the other one that I did, but that could be really cute because these are like series of us being just silly. Okay, I need to find Spotlight because that could be really cute with this. Luckily, she did not take my Spotlight set, which I love. I don't know if you guys have had a chance to play with Spotlight. I mean, I've played with it here and there, but every page, I think it's going to become one of my favorites. I always have to be a little cautious because I become so, I don't know, like start using it on all of my pages kind of things. That's how I felt with, well, Tiny Plants I still use on a lot of pages. Little details are perfect. It's a perfect set for that. But Aspen Court, when we first launched us, I used it on every page. I didn't notice it until I was looking through one of the idea books and I was like, Aspen Court. I was like, holy cow! I used it so much initially. So I think I might be tempted to do the same with this. All right, Everett Drive. Let's see. I do love Everett Drive 2A, 2B. I used 3A, 3B on my last layout, which was super fun. So I might try to use 2A, 2B on this one. Or maybe even the 1A, 1B. We'll see. Let's see. Oh, I also, when I'm working with the club kit specifically, I like to narrow in on what main pattern. So I used, did I use this? Yes. I used this main pattern on my first initial 2-page layout. And so, I mean, I have plenty to do another page, but I like to kind of personally try, if I can, and I have pictures for variations, I like to kind of, you know, assign backgrounds and then assign a main pattern and do that as well. Oh yeah, and I cut these out because I was going to use it on that other layout and I ended up not. So I could use those on this layout. Or I'm going to go the owl direction. I'll use this on my third layout. So owls it is. I'm going to have a lot of fun with these owls. We'll see how many owls I create tonight. I think I'm going to create a few. Linda, did you already texted me? I have to see your owl now. Here, let me go look. Oh, yep, you did. The little owl eyes. They're so big. That's adorable. Adorable. All right. Well, now that I have that main pattern inside, I can put this all to the side because I know it's going to all work. And now I can just kind of play, come up with a design, at least for what I have. Maybe something will pop up. And we'll go with it. Go with the flow. See what happens. So I printed all of these in 4x4s or 3x4s, but I want to stick some in here. Let me double check to make sure. Oh yeah, those are going to work great. Little 3x4s inside of these would look really cute. Okay, let me see. You know what? I also, because we're wearing these reindeer ears, definitely need to make a owl with the reindeer antlers. Oh, Beth, you did? She said that she used the glasses from the penguin set and it fit perfectly. I have not yet had to explore that yet. That's good to know. And the owl from Story and the hat from Build a Snowman work nicely too. Oh, lots of other ways you can dress up your owls for the season, or for any season really at that point. I mean, if you're gonna use a Santa hat, but it could be winter owls. That could be really cute. Or, I mean, I think owls are really cute on school pages. And with the glasses, that could be really cute. Sit and watch a movie and just make an owl, a penguin, and it could be like a whole Friends page. Just a whole bunch of people, all of them hanging out together on a page. Build a snowman, penguin, owl. Was there another one in there? Oh, well, I guess we did the scarecrows from a building point. I don't know if that would work on winter page, I guess. Could be cute. Could be cute. You never know, actually. A different take, a different combination. All right, so if I'm gonna use this pattern, this one is a little bit more themey, of course, and it is one directional, so I just want to keep, that's why I like to keep in mind what main pattern I'm working with, because then I know I can do a top bottom design. I mean, you can always do an across design, you would just have to cut it out twice for a pattern like this. I noticed that Shiloh twisted hers. Shiloh cares less than most people I do in that regards, which is kind of ironic in a little bit because you think otherwise for Shiloh, but there are some patterns that I probably wouldn't, you know, have it go sideways. I feel like the owls are one of those, but there's been other times that I've been like, I don't mind if it goes the vertical direction. But in this case, I'm gonna try and see if I can come up with a design that I like coming like that. Let's try a few more. Definitely I'm putting photos in here. I might have to print some more photos off because I only printed, I have a few more, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I might have to print a few more off because if I put photos in here and then photos like this, actually I think 2 of these are, yeah, 2 of them are the other direction. They're horizontal. Oh, 3 of them are horizontal. And then these ones are vertical. So for me, again, kind of like I start to move a template around naturally, but the method, of course, I'll just walk through it. But I'm definitely at this phase, I'm considering the main pattern I'm using. I definitely picked out my background. So those are some not pre-decisions, but initial decisions that I do consider with pictures in mind. And then it's definitely this intertwine of using your photo templates and like keeping in mind your photos. But, you know, I think the reason I don't quite start putting my pictures down and using my pictures, because naturally I could do that because I printed them all in 3x4. And I even was thinking that, and maybe some of you guys were thinking that too, like, well, like, you know, that's probably how you would just approach it. Here's why. I think over the years, I've learned that, well, one, I feel less inclined to play. And although just placing them down like this, really, oh, I'm crooked here, guys, is not a bad option. Like they all fit on the page. Well, I still have a few more, but they all fit. So, you know, you can kind of just go with what quickly comes together, which is okay to do. But I still feel like even on the photo templates, what it helps me to do is look at the design first, and then I'll pull the pictures in, because I like I said, I think when I'm playing with the templates versus like incorporating pictures in and letting the pictures kind of map out the page with me, it I just feel more like I find boxes more instead of just being like letting it flow just a little bit. But in this case, like I said, I really don't think either direction would be necessarily wrong, but I'm gonna put them to the side for a moment. I am gonna switch a few of those so that I know vertically, and the truth is I don't even know where my other set went. And I do even, like I said, if I wanted to trim some down, I don't want to trim that one down, I'll cut his hands off. I like to consider that too. So there's a little pre-evaluation happening there. That could be cute there. And you can even give like a number. So if, you know, I write on my templates all the time. So if I know, okay, I can put 1 in there, you could just label it 1, 1. That's another option. So you can kind of know where you've already made some decisions, but if it changes, it's pencil, so you can kind of keep flowing and making sure, basically like putting a puzzle together, right? Let me see here. Which one do I want in this big one? It doesn't quite fit. Oh, a Harry Potter birthday party. The owl, Amy says. That would be cute with the glasses. I see the vision. How cute would that be? That would be really cute. All right. So that's a good option there. And then let's say those two there. Where's my owls? I'm gonna have to use my owls as a placeholder for a moment. And my jolly. At least she didn't take my jolly. I feel like whenever, you know, specifically in shapes, if I add some type of circles, and I won't say always, but it definitely runs through my mind. Like if I add some circles on this side of my layout, I always like to think of something round I can add over here. This could be rings. It could be the jolly set because it has the round shape to it. So I don't know if that goes through your guys' mind, but it definitely kind of, I'm something that I consider when I'm kind of designing from a left to right as well. And then let's see what else we have here. Another photo set. Oh, I wanted to use these. That's right. I could put one of these here where the circles are. That could be cute. That's actually really cute. So we'll put that there, picture there. I wonder if there's a title that would fit in this. Oops. And I'll always love you. That's cute. All I want for Christmas is you. Needs presents when you have friends like these. I do have this one that I already pre-cut out. All you need is love and laughter. That's cute. Actually, that's a perfect. I love when that happens. Like I said, I was kind of nice that I was coming across these. I'll use that like a template really fast because I don't have the template. So I know I want that title and it's already pre-cut out because I was going to use it on my other layout and then I changed my mind mid layout, which happens sometimes, which happens. So let me come in here and kind of do something like that. I have this spot here. Let me see. I like that layering. That's cute. Here, it's top heavy on the circles. So we'll see. I actually think there's another layout I'm going to use that for. I'm going to try moving this down then, because I didn't like the ornament down here for some reason on this layout. So maybe if I move these ones down. move this up. I liked the border being opposite because if I put this on the border, it will cover a lot of that. And the owl pattern I want to show. Oh, this sketch doesn't even have a border on it if you're looking at the insert. That is cute how I missed that the first time. The jolly behind there. Even though I'm the one who makes the sketches, I forget them 7 months later. But I also love just to play with the design depending on your pictures and things. So, okay, let's move this. Let's move that down here. And we'll put this back there. Okay. So funny. I cut this out, but I'm a little sad that I cut it out because I'm not sure it's gonna work. That's okay. I might still use that title and cut it to apart. We'll see. Okay, pictures. Are you back?
Return with the goods.
Thank you.
My bad.
Good thing you don't live too far.
Right? I was gonna make Christmas cards for my woman, but never got around to it.
Oh, is that what you were doing? Okay, let me see. Well, you could have. She literally took all my holiday sets.
I didn't know what I wanted to do.
Well, thanks for bringing them back.
I'm probably gonna take them again after you're done with them.
Well, I don't think I'm gonna use. I'm not gonna use snowflakes, and I just needed Mary. Set.
I wasn't sure. I don't know what was gonna inspire you while you were.
This is true because we
Doing
have
it.
talked about. Beth was talking about how she used Bundle Up. She used the glasses.
I saw that recently too in the Share Your Creations page. Someone did that.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Yeah. That's cute. Was it Beth? Do you remember?
Probably.
Yeah, probably Beth. And then Amy said Harry Potter birthday party with the owl and those glasses.
Oh, that's cute.
I do have some Harry Potter pictures I need to do. Yeah, I might have to do that. So many ideas, so much inspiration in your fingertips.
Can't believe this was already like last Christmas.
I know it. Isn't that crazy?
Mm-hmm.
It's so fun to look at all these various designs. But I don't need them all right now, and it's just gonna overwhelm me. So here, you just put them on the floor. Just don't forget to take them. Well, I'll tell you what I need and what I don't have the time.
We'll talk after.
We'll talk afterwards. Maybe I should wait till this weekend, because this is the only weekend I get to scrapbook, and then that's it. I won't have any more time. Most likely. We'll see. Maybe the kids will get into some games. If they get into the long board games, I'm not gonna lie, it's not my thing. I usually am like, I'm out. Oh, you know what? This is the other set, the deer. When I was making the layout of my grandson Caleb, which I have up on the wall, which turned out so much cuter than I thought it was, I'm not gonna lie. Initially, when I was picking out the paper and then the other things, I'm like, okay, there's gonna be some heavy lifting here on this layout. And, but I'll show it again because I just love it so much. So this is the one that I created during the 3 series monthly challenge, where we like picked out the paper together live, like went through the whole general process, designed it, and then of course created it. Honestly, if I didn't do it in those stages, it probably would be hard for me to kind of work it in a little bit, because I just enjoy creating with the kids. Hopefully you guys do as well, but I really do, because it took some heavy lifting. There was a lot of thinking, a lot more thinking than I'm used to with the Kiwi Club kits, but it came together. I was really excited. And then Dave came up with this. It says, "I'll be cute for Christmas." There was a lot of good. Linda, are you gonna do Ho Ho Cute? She had a great idea about Ho Ho Cute as a title. It would be cute. Well, I guess for these two, because he's wearing Santa hats. Okay. What I was saying, oh my goodness, all over. The deer, when I was using that deer, I saw this other one and I remember thinking, oh, that could be cute on this layout. Trying to think if I like it with the owls or not. It would be cute too with just spotlight if you didn't want to do pictures in these. I mean, they're great for titles or journaling, but also it could just be cute for like a decorative block too. That could be really cute. I also like this one. There's too many cuteness, too many cute ideas. You're a hoot. I might just have to go. Oh, these antlers fit on here too bad. Look at that. That could be cute too. They give them a little bit more, they're a little bit more thicker than the other ones. Oh, so maybe I could use those. I mean, I like the ones in the kit too. You see? Those are on the Christmas hat, right? Yeah, those are cute too. I might have to add antlers to this owl that I already did. All right. Okay, now that I'm done absorbing all the options, let's lock this page in. I might try rings there. I'm feeling like maybe I do want a little bit of a playfulness going on there. And that's big enough, or let's go up one size. Let me go up one more size here. Nope, too big. And I don't know, maybe let's throw a little layering on, see what we can do. I think I'll tuck the rings behind, but keep Jolly forward. Do some photos. Cute little owl, definitely adding the antlers. And then I'm going to, I think I need one more picture right there. Let's do a 4x4. Okay. Oh, I gotta keep my eye on that. Lacy trims or the scallop square from my store. Oh, that could be cute too, Linda. That could be cute. I'm like trying to decide if I want the roundness to continue, but from a backdrop filler, you're right. The lacy trims could be really cute too, more scallopy fill. Actually would fit, match the wreath a little too. We can try it out and just see. That's the beauty of playing to create, is that you don't have to know for sure and you don't have to do it all in your head. But since you said it, let's just see which one we like. It's just not as big. That's the only thing. Although I will say from a layering point, that combination is kind of fun depending on what kind of page you're doing. The Jolly in the middle of lacy trims, kind of different layering. Never done that type of layering before. That combination, I guess I should say. But I think I'm gonna go with that. Okay. Okay, I think we did it. I think I'm good. I made her go all the way back and get that, but I'm going to be using it. So, oh, I don't know about you guys, but I love these little olive branches. They're so cute. They can be tucked in all these little pieces just to add. Yeah, those could be really cute just tucked in. Here, I'm going to put it right here for now so I can remember to see it. Oh yeah, that's cute. Cute, cute, cute. Can also add an ornament over here That actually fits perfectly on that shape. All right, I'm not gonna do the tag, but I may do the ornament just to kind of balance again the ornaments from the left to the right. I don't know, just kind of made sense. I like when things like that click, where you're like see some, you know, symmetry or balance, or, and then it just kind of makes that decision just a little bit, like more like it's made to fit there, right? It's like, oh, okay, that works. That works. Whether it's just because you like it from a stylistically or aesthetically, or if it has some sense of like a puzzle, it just kind of made it just fit inside of there. All right. Oh, Jerry. Yeah, I just have my down camera. I don't know if it's spotlighted for everyone. Maybe you have to click on my camera versus other people's. I think Linda's trying to help you out. Hopefully you can see that. Like I said. All right. Okay. I think I counted my pictures right, but I better go back through because I was thinking about a few things. So I like this layout. I'm going to do this one here in the 4x4. And then I'm going to do 4x4 here. Let me just make sure it works before I cut into anything. And then if I do that one there, I'm kind of separating them a little bit from, I think this one's kind of funny. I'm gonna maybe put this one in the circle too. Will it work? Yeah, that's cute. Okay. Just not sure about the ornament. Does it take up too much? Yeah, it's cute. I was like, you kind of get the antlers cut off a little bit, and I was contemplating that. I mean, his face is what's silly, David's face, but I mean, I can see the antlers here. I knew I was forgetting something. I gotta do the 2 vertical ones. Okay. Let's go try to do some rearranging. What if I do 2 here? Okay. You know what that just did? I created this little pocket right here that I might do left bottom and then top like right, something like that. That could be really cute. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay. So again, balance left to right, and you can balance top to bottom. So it kind of keeps this nice flow across the page. And then picture, and the screaming. The screaming begins. All right. Let's try. I'm going to try cropping that down to, let's see, 3x3. Let's see if that's. See, and then this creates this thing here, which is fine. But I always look for those little cubbies on the page. If it creates like a little cubby, I always think, oh, that's a great place to tuck something, or even a little tag coming out there could be really good, but this is already really busy, so not in this case. But if I create this little stair step, you can create a spot for you to kind of add something detail, or even a little, right, little something like this, or but not necessarily needing it. I just always I always ask myself the question, because if you ask yourself the question through designing process, then your mind kind of works and like starts to say, well, what could I do there? Right? And that's what you do, is you just kind of give it a question, and maybe nothing. Maybe you don't do anything with it. But I always love those little opportunities that show up. I do have this picture, which I could do a 3x3 there. Just trying to decide if I like that. Let me see if this fits in here. Nope, it doesn't. It needs to be a vertical one, not a horizontal. Let me see if this fits in here. Okay. I could choose that one if I want to keep this a 3x4 over here, which I think I do. Okay. So I'm going to flop that, do that, and that's why sometimes I don't like to cut, because you can see from initial and then like bringing back photos in and just making sure that everything kind of fits where I want it to fit. I changed my mind from this being in the circle, and if I would have cut that in circle, then I mean, it wouldn't have been end your world, because really, is there any mistakes when you're creating? Not really, because you kind of adapt with it and get creative. But at the same time, there's power in just quickly looking at the big picture before you get into the nit and gritty. But now I can get into the nit and gritty. I can enjoy the rest. Okay, so that I'm going to cut a 4x4 here. So I'm going to do that really fast. The rest of them are already trimmed down because I printed them 3x4s. So I'm going to just mark where I want this picture to be positioned using my photo template. And then I'll cut this picture down. Okay. And the rest is already kind of pre-cut. When I was also laying this picture down right here, I was thinking about this, what picture, I didn't say it out loud, but I was thinking it, just wanting to make sure, like, right, that there's not covering any spaces. But now looking at it one more time, I am covering his hands, which is kind of part of that picture, what makes it so silly. So I'm going to swap these so that I get the full story of that picture. And I'm okay with this one, this corner being a little hidden. So I definitely always kind of scan for things like that you might have missed. I miss them sometimes. And then I'm like, oh shoot, because I'm so worried about their faces being covered more than anything. But it's nice to look at the story and the pictures and really ask yourself whether you're cutting it in a circle or you're layering things around it, that if part of the story through your creative lens that you want to kind of prioritize and make sure, you know, maybe you work other elements around, and a lot of times it's just a quick little switcheroo. So that's always nice. Yeah, Pam, it was a lot of fun. It wasn't as easy as you thought it was. I will tell you that this game was not as easy. She said that game looks like so much fun. It took some doing, but once we got the hang of it, we finally were able to get those rings on. And we're pretty competitive, so we were like committed to it. I actually think that, I'm trying to remember who was, I have video, so I'll add a QR code somewhere, probably with my journaling. Maybe I'll do, I don't know if I use this tile card because I want to use it for something else. But yeah, I think some cute little journaling here with a little QR code will be great. So, okay. Locked in. Now, because I kind of kept this main pattern in mind initially. And again, sometimes even the main pattern will flop, right? You'll get it lay out and you'll feel good about it, and then you'll lay the main pattern out and be like, oh, you know what, I'm not really feeling it, or maybe it's just feeling too busy, or whatever it is. You could choose to, of course, adjust if you need to. I did cut these trees out. This tree pattern out. I'm happy with the owl one. I'm just kind of bringing that up for point of reference. This was a different border, I think. Oh no, it was this one, flipped the other way. But any one of these patterns would be really cute, but we're gonna go owl. One thing I didn't notice initially when I picked my backgrounds, which I'm just evaluating it, the background of the main pattern is the same color as this background, which for the most part, if you ink, not that big of a deal. It's pink on the other side. I didn't like pink with these pictures, so that's not gonna work for these pictures I'm scrapbooking. I may add a trim or something just to make that stand out a little bit more, which is absolutely an easy solution in this case. So first I'm just going to cut it and ink it, because a lot of times inking will also just help give contrast even when there's not a lot of contrast in colors between layers, but also builds contrast between patterns naturally too. So we'll see, but that is something worth considering, is your main pattern and your background. But in this case, it actually looks really good. I think it does. It doesn't always work that way. Like if you have a main pattern that again has like the back layer is red and then maybe your background sheet is red and you're not quite understanding what, like you're looking at your page and you're like, something's not quite sitting right, you can kind of do a checklist in that, and hopefully that just a little acknowledgement of that might help you narrow in on the border to either add, like I said, a trim or another pattern, or change your background sheet. So I guess you could do that too. But if something like that ever stands out to you, that might be the place you want to focus on. Because in most cases, I've noticed that it doesn't usually, or it usually stands out to me, but in this one, not so much. Okay, okay. Pam, you're so fun. Yeah, like I said, I took video because it's kind of one of those moments where a little bit of video is going to be fun to have in the future, because it was so competitive. Did you go to sleep? You didn't go to sleep? Oh.
He's doing Nicole playing my cat.
Oh, really? Oh man. You weren't home last Christmas. You didn't get to be in these pictures.
That was true.
Yeah. We might have to pull this game out again so you can test your... Riley is our most competitive, so...
What game is that?
You wear these on your hat.
Try to get the rings?
Yeah, and you try to get the rings on it. Oh, it was a fun, silly time. Caleb is in between like phases right now.
Oh, he just has severe FOMO.
He has serious
He never
FOMO.
wants to go to sleep.
Oh. I will say I don't know if this is a real or not meaning. I don't know if you guys ever feel this way when your daughters tell you things and you're like, yep, that's how it is. And you want to be empathetic, but you're also just laughing in the back of your head. It's like,
Thanks, Mom.
I know.
Thanks for laughing at me.
It's not laughing at you. It's more like this weird, like, what is that word? It's like this weird, it's like a laugh, not
You don't
a,
want to live it anymore, so you're like...
yeah, yeah, like it's like, I want to have everything with you, but then I'm like, oh, I'm so glad it's not me. I don't know if that makes me evil or not. I don't know.
I think it does.
I think it does. Oh. All right. So again, now I inked it and I'm like looking at it thinking, well, maybe I will do another layer. I actually cut these Christmas trees out. 1, already, so I'm just going to use that as an example. See how one more little layer could make that pop off that background since they're the same color. Or you can even do white or something like that. I'm going to come back to it because I want to see what my other patterns start adding to the overall page and the overall feel. Yeah, we're not laughing at you, we're laughing with you.
No, Mom's laughing at me.
No, I'm not.
They're laughing with me. You're laughing at me.
I'm gonna find that what the
Because I'm not laughing, so you're not laughing with me.
But it sounds good in theory. There's a word, there's an emotion for that. I'm trying to think. It's Friday. Oh. I can't make any good thoughts on Friday nights. Nope. You will laugh later.
I know.
In life. They were telling me something. What were you guys telling me? In the text thread. Something about you guys were like, oh, Caleb. Oh, we were out of town. And I said, I don't remember what I said. I said something like, I'm just excited to come home to see Caleb. And they were like, ouch, Mom.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I mean, I said it kind of snarkily just to get a good laugh. And I didn't mean it fully, but partially. Anyways, so, and then I kind of said something along that gal. I was like, I forgot these were already cut out too. Man, I have a lot of little pieces cut out from my, that could be cute.
That you love my son more than me.
Yes. And then I said something along the lines, one day you'll understand, so I'm not going to apologize. It's like one day you'll get what I'm actually saying. I still love you. I still love you. I'm going to have to digest this. I don't know what it is, but it's so true what people say.
And she also said that she doesn't know if she could love her next grandchild.
No, I didn't say that.
Did. Poor Maddie.
Poor Maddie. I don't believe that though. I was just emphasizing how much I love Caleb.
I get it.
I know.
I'm not hurt.
You're not hurt. Why are you taking all my papers from me?
Oh no, I was looking at them.
You're like taking all my, she's over there laying these papers and taking them from my reach. Oh, brother. Okay, what are you doing? Nothing?
I'm taking a breather.
You're taking a breather?
Yeah.
You want to grab a chair? You can come sit next to me. You can cut something. It might be therapeutic.
Cut something.
Yeah, if you want to. Motherhood, it's so hard, but so rewarding. Oh. Here, I'll scoot over. You can come over here. That's nice that he'll just sit with Cole. That's crazy.
Yeah. Actually, I love Cole today.
Yeah.
He sat with him a little bit earlier. I think he's just not used to there being another man in the house.
Okay, patterns. This is a cute pattern. It kind of tones the rest of the stuff down. Should I put the ornament in that and this in it? The plaid, but the plaid is a little too pinky for me. I don't even know if I'm going to do that there. I just had it. I'll do that on the next page, but I like this in cream. But, or I could do my big circle. You know what? I gotta see what I have enough if I'm gonna do that big circle. A little red is cute. And Linda, she probably would love it. I mean, she's in a small apartment right now, so that's why she's kind of been putting off that, but she did tell me the other day, okay, so Abby scrapbooked a page and she did all the paperwork, and then she came over and she was like, Mom, I need some buttons. Mom, I need some brads. Mom, I need this. and I started pulling stuff out of my stash, which I'm like, feel free to use because I don't use that stuff as much anymore. And, but just something to add a little extra depth to her page. And anyways, and she had said that she's like, I just don't have these things. Like, she's like, where do you find these things? I'm like, I don't know, hun. Over the years, you just pick them up. Somehow they just show up. Anyways, but she definitely doesn't have any of those things. So she scrapbooks and then she brings it over to finish it. Although she started to try to use my adhesive again, and I was like, honey, you graduated. You got to buy your own adhesive. You've graduated. Okay. Pencil. Where's my pencil? You want scrapbook, hun?
I probably don't have that long.
You want to just cut something?
I'll cut something.
Okay, I'll trace this and you can cut it out. Here you go.
I won't let you down.
You won't let me down. Do my ornament that way. But let's see, it's going to be tucked for the most part, so I don't think I need to do the bottom. You know what? What is my owl going to look like on this pattern? Okay, it's so cute. Okay. So let me trace this one. Out of this pattern, and I'm going to go ahead and balance this one with this over here. I'm going to trace that out of this one as well. I remember when I was a young mom, Riley. I would wait till all the kids went to bed and then I would go scrapbook for my own insanity, my sanity. To get a breather, as you put it. Because watching movies just didn't do it for me. It didn't reset me. Like I had to go scrapbook cute pictures of my kids to remind myself how cute they were.
That you actually loved them.
Yeah, no, I always loved you. I just had to remind myself how cute you were. Kel says we should all send Abby a little package of happiness from our stash. I know many of us can handle sharing a few bits and pieces. Yeah. Well, this is Riley, but Abby, I mean, like I said, it's always she bought these little jars and she's like, I haven't filled them yet. It's been like 4 months, but she said one of her little goals was to fill them up. And so that's why she was like, where did you find all these buttons and stuff? Which I had told her, I don't even know where I got my buttons. I don't know, I maybe bought them, but I don't feel like I bought buttons for who knows how long. I just have them. You want to cut these? Mm-hmm. I was trying to find my other pair of scissors. I have 2. So, there you go. Anyways, I told her, I was like, look at like a antique store or something like that. They always, I don't know if you guys been to antique stores where they always have these jars of buttons, but I don't know. I think I bought a lot of my buttons at like yard sales even, but I still have them. Still working through them. They're in my little jars. This is what I keep my buttons. Here, I'll show you. I think I've showed you guys before, but this is my little button. It holds my camera up too, so that's why it's shaky, but I picked this up at a vintage store once too, and then this is years back, and now it just kind of holds my buttons. Yeah. But I don't go through them enough, so I clearly don't mind her coming and taking some of those things. That's totally fine with me. My adhesive, though, on the other hand, not so friendly with that.
I think I'm willing to share with Riley. Okay, this is how I divide my things by colors. I don't even know if I should admit this is how much crap I have. Um, so all my hard bits and bobs go into
Yeah.
jars by color, like in jars this big, people.
Oh wait, I can't see you. Hold on, Gil. Oh, you don't have your camera on, do you?
My camera's on.
Oh, I don't see you. Hold on.
So like
Oh, there
if
you
I
are.
talk, this
I
will
see you.
pop up and
Okay.
highlight. Okay.
Yeah.
So like pink's really full, but
Yeah.
it's buttons and brads and
Yes.
there's
I remember when they
tags
sold those
and
little combinations.
clips.
Yes.
And if
Yes.
you want some, Riley, I will send you some because hello, I can
Yeah.
share.
You're so sweet, Gil. So it's actually Abby that wants them. Riley probably won't. She doesn't get to scrapbook much. She comes in and does this.
Okay, she just steals yours.
Well, she scrapbooked a page the other last month.
That was like 3 months ago, I think.
It'll get better. But she was like she kept coming in and trying to do 10 minutes here, which is kind of part of the process. But she's like, I'm never going to finish this page because every time she sat down, Caleb was crying. So she's like, oh my gosh. But that's
Oh
kind of
yes,
past
we've
that
all
now.
been there.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Part of the we're not laughing at you, we're laughing with you. You'll just laugh later.
Yeah, you'll just laugh later. In the meantime, I just like set Caleb on my lap and started scrapbooking with him. And she was like, what in the world? I was like, I don't know, call it experience or something. Although he wasn't as grabby hands as he is now.
Yeah.
Lacey was eating a bowl of cereal and she just, in this case, was ignorant. She was like, da 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 da. And I was like, watch his hands. And then all of a sudden the cereal just went all over her lap. So,
His arms are longer than you think.
yeah, he's faster than you think. Okay. That cutting giving your brain a break? Yeah? Okay, now I need another one of these. If I'm going to do that balance over here, I need the cream. And then the top of this. This is pretty nice, guys. We all just need a little companion person to sit here and,
Cut all your paper.
yeah. Don't have to still get up. I don't have to get anything. Oh. Okay. Got that one out. And then I'm going to put this one over here. I was thinking about adding a few more owls, but I don't know if I have even space with this many pictures, so might be the one I created in Tip Tuesday. Put some antlers on that guy. Gal guy.
I think of guy as a unisex phrase.
I do too. I didn't need to cut that guy. That circle out. All right. But I do need to cut out the circles, and I'm just gonna do on top this time.
Oh, that's my cue.
That's your cue. He'll be fine.
No, he's been up for way too long.
He needs to go to sleep.
Like insane my mom.
Yeah, he just fights.
Yeah, he only took a 10-minute nap earlier.
Last night, he didn't go to bed till like what, 9:30 last night?
10.
10? Oh my goodness.
He usually goes to bed at 7, so that's why it's.
Yeah. Just how it is. Once you think you have a routine down, kind of swish shifts on you. So this 3x4 didn't quite fit in the, that's okay. Thanks for your help.
Yeah.
Good luck. In the space, just so you know, but I knew that would be the case, but I knew that this would kind of have a hangover, this little reef. So, but this other one, I think, yeah, that fits in there. So for the most part, 3x4s work really great inside of these circles in the spotlight set. Whoops. This one I need to pull out a white pen, I think. Or white pencil. I can't see it on this one. Okay. Here we go. So on the last time I created with the spotlight, I actually did it as a window. And this time, because of the design that I'm doing, I thought, you know what, I'll keep it on top. So you can do it kind of on top too. And then I'll do the other piece journaling here. You're a hoot. Okay. I might just use this journaling card. Let me see. I was looking for, you know what? I think I do have another one. I kind of want to keep the one with the Christmas trees on it so that I can possibly use that on my other layout. Let me see what I have in my stash really fast. I have one that has checks. I have this old one. Let's see. I also have some grids. Stickers. Okay. That's probably what I'll use. Let me see. That's not quite the right color. I'm not going to use that one. It looks a little more yellowy blue. But let's try this. You know what? I think I'll do grids on this one. It does actually have this like shimmer silver on it. I'm trying to decide if I want to integrate that in. I did use silver sequins on the eyes of the owl underneath the googly eyes. So there's like an extra layer, which we went over in the Tip Tuesday, so you can catch that replay there. But I'm trying to decide if I want that or not. You know what? I'm going to do it without it, and if I choose to add it later, I can. There we go. Cut that out. Talking about buttons, I think I might do a few buttons on this page where the berries are oh yeah, poor Caleb is screaming his head off. Oh, I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. Poor guy. Just so tired. Just go to sleep. Oh boy. Okay. Cute. And that over there. Cute. Okay. I know my pictures are kind of a mess, but they'll get their place. Sweet. So I'm going to save that for my next layout. And then I'm going to ink this one. So in the middle of this holly leaf, I actually used Nuvo. I was kind of playing around with it. I really liked it. I just didn't end up using it on my other page, but I like it here. So I'll probably try to just do the same thing on this other one that I'm creating. Yeah, Pam, it's definitely so much easier to do it on the top. I just saw your comment. It really is. But it's fun to have variations, if depending on your style, or well, not even style, just your design, like choose how you choose to design your page. Sometimes there might be a reason to do it behind, meaning like you're tucking things in, or you kind of want this more layered look. But ultimately, once it's all laid down, it's kind of hard to tell whether you did it behind or on top. So. Pam, oh, I think she missed your comment about the 7 kids. I'll tell her that. But yes, I really did. I scrapbooked so much as a young mom. My kids are always like, how did you do it? And I'm like, I really would. I would scrapbook in the evenings because it really recentered me. Like once I got them to sleep, I would just go scrapbook because it would just give me the right amount of refocus and energy that I needed to do the next day with. So I don't know, honestly, because well, Riley's so sweet. She like every other day she'll be like, Mom, I don't even know how you did twins. Mom, I don't even know how you did twins. All the appreciation comes later, but I always tell her when she says that, I'm like, honey, you just take it one day at a time. I don't even know how I did it. But she's a great mom. She's doing great. Poke this to get this kind of making sure, because if it gets sticky, I don't like to, it's a little thicker. But where's the scrap of paper? I'll use this picture. There we go. Okay. So I just traced those on with pencil. Okay, and then I am going to do the Nuvo really fast because it takes a minute to dry. I will say it's not, unless you have like a really, I don't know, a skilled hand, it's a little bit more clunky. Oh, I did pretty good actually. But this one, and let me show you what I mean. It doesn't bother me. Can you guys see that? Like it's just a little, not as like straight lines, but with the Nuvo, that is. But it is cute to have a little bit of layers and textures. Just make sure your hand, when you're twisting it, that you're lifting that wrist so it doesn't run into it. Okay. I'm trying to make sure I cover my pencil for the most part. It does a pretty good job. I think I list a little right there. I'll go back and there we go. Kind of smear it out just a little. Now I'm going to do the other one without touching the other one. And then put this nice and secure someplace so I don't touch it until it's dry. Oh, then I always like to, if I see that it's getting a little too bulky or too stiff, I always just clean that tip off. And then but I pointed that out because if, I don't know, if some of you guys might be over judging your own, because it's definitely not 100% smooth, like, and mine are not, I guess my point is. So, but ultimately, it looks fine once you get it added to your page. I'm adding just a little bit more. I can see the pencil just a little bit on this side. I'm just going to add just a little bit. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, here it is. This could be really cute in greens or something like that. down the middle.
Now that you're done, I have a tip. Sorry, I didn't catch
Yay,
it before
okay,
you
good.
started. Sometimes it's hard to stay on a line from that when you're doing the squeezy, like the
Yeah.
glitter glue and the pearl stuff. It's hard to stay on a line. Sometimes if you take a stylus, like where did mine go? A round tip, like pen, where's my camera? Like this, and run it through your line to deboss it. So you're putting a mark into it. Don't go through your paper, but run that across your line, and that helps the tip of your um, paint, glitter glue, whatever you're using, kind of stay in that groove so you don't wiggle all over.
So you do that before you do it?
Before, yep. It
Ah,
just
okay.
kind of gives your hand a little bit more to follow. I mean, it's not foolproof like anything else.
Right, 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 right.
But it's a little bit easier to follow with that little groove. That's something I learned, and I probably should have told you before you started.
Well, it would have been good to know.
Sorry.
I would love to fill it out because I do have a small one here, little ball grid. Um, maybe I'll do another one. Oh well, I'll do it on my next page. Because I want to feel the difference. Like, is it worth? Is like how variation does it do? But ultimately, you're right. It's
I
not.
think it is, but I do it. So when I put it on vellum, I do it on vellum, and I feel like it debosses vellum a little bit more.
Yeah,
I
it's
can't
softer.
remember how much it affects regular paper, but yeah, try it. If you don't have a stylus, you can use a ballpoint pen. It'll do basically the same thing. But that also leaves ink.
I was about to say because then you'd have ink and it would be darker. But if
If
you
you're
did a
doing
white
something dark,
ballpoint, you could do
if
it
you're
colored. Yeah.
if you're doing something dark over that ink, it won't show. But if you do white over like black or blue
Yeah.
ink, it'll
Right.
bleed. So don't do that.
Right. Because ultimately, I was like, I don't want my. Here, I'm going to do this one, and I'm going to do it. I'll create one for my other layout. I'm curious now, so I'm going to do it.
Do you have a soft surface? I always have a mouse pad on my desk that I use stuff like that.
I do have a soft pad thing. Let me grab it.
Use that, but remember you're on a soft pad, so don't like depress into it too much.
Right, right. Where?
The trick is really just not ripping through your paper when you do your guidelines
Well,
too.
Kiwi Cloud is paper's thicker, but you're right. If you're using, because I was almost thinking the same thing. I'm like filling the paper. I'm like, oh, it might be too thick, but okay. I'm going to do this again. Yep. Great tip. Okay. So I don't know where my mouse pad went. Where's that guy? Oh, you know what? I took it to the expo and it's out in the garage. Well, the retreat, the show. Okay.
A piece of fun foam would work, a paper piercing pad if you have one of those. What else would work? I don't know.
I mean, it's in my class buckets, but maybe, I don't know, maybe this? Think that's soft enough? Probably.
No. Oh, hey, well, maybe you're not a stamper, huh? I was gonna say that little piece of it looks like packaging in clear acrylic stamps that you're supposed to use when you stamp so that you get a clear stamp.
Oh, yeah?
Little packaging would also work.
The
I
package?
don't know if you have stamps like that.
What? Here.
I think it was close to my heart that did it.
I have clear in
Oh, Julie Hines said a dish towel. That might work.
a dish towel.
Yeah, it's soft enough. I don't know. I want to reach through my computer and give you like the 5 things on my desk that would
Oh,
work.
I have this. It's a eraser. I'm gonna try that.
This is getting weirder and
It
weirder.
is getting weird. I'm like, will this go on my paper? But I'm gonna try it. That is getting weirder. I mean, I also have, well, that just broke. I have these really thick thumbs that I never use because they're too, look how thick these things are. But
What are those for?
I don't know. I mean, I would probably use them on a DIY craft or something, but they're so thick. Yeah,
Holy cow.
that would work. Either one of those would work. Okay, let's go again. So what we want to do is make our guidelines. I'm actually going to use a white pen in this case. Let me get my white pen out. Let me go thinner. 1.0.
You can use a pencil for the lines. It won't, I don't think a
It's
pencil
the
will, but a
darker.
pen will.
I wanted to make sure I can see it on the darker color.
Okay.
But also, if I am using white, it is nice to use the color because then you don't have to worry about okay. Let me give it a try. You're right though, depending on how thick your paper is, you don't want to bend too much. I had to like feel it to see if it was doing anything because it's such dark paper. Okay, well, where did it go? Wonder what? Nope, I'm gonna use the same exact one. I was gonna say glitter, but that one, I'm gonna use the same one. This one's just like thicker. That's the problem with it. Okay, let me wipe that off before I get it on something. Feel so focused. Okay, so it does help with the straight line, not the gooky, the tackiness of it, clearly. But you're right, it does help with just kind of gliding that so that you can stay straight. I actually really like this white on the tail, it's pretty. Ugh. Honestly, this Nuvo is like thicker than I feel like my other Nuvos. Might be the reason why it's tacky. I do want to use this on a page, I was going to say, because this one comes out a lot smoother than my other one. Okay, let me finish this so that I can have it dry at the same time. And then, oh, let me put the dent down the middle. Yep, I feel like that did go smoother, straighter. I was able to go faster than I was on the other one. So if you're worried about kind of having a groove to follow,
It is an extra step and kind of a pain in the butt. And if you're really good at gluing stuff and staying in straight lines, then you probably don't need it. But I feel like every time I take the extra few seconds to do it, it turns out better.
Yeah, yeah, here. Oh, well, can't really see that one. Um, no, it's a good tip. It's a good tip. I was gonna say, I think it's the because you're squeezing and it's like kind of this thicker, it is hard to stay straight because you're kind of squeezing and trying to move at the same time. So it's kind of nice to have that little bit more of a guide rail, so to speak. So it's really good. Okay, I'm gonna put those back up. Oh, I think that one was already dry, but I'll put all my half toys away. I don't even know. Just throw them back in my miscellaneous bucket. But I'm glad that you mentioned that because I totally forgot my push pad, whatever is not in, I still have it in my class stuff. So I need to go grab that and pull it out. All right. Journaling things there. And then we're gonna do, I was gonna play around with possibly buttons. And I do think I want an extra layer here. I think I'm gonna do red. I was trying to look at the colors. I don't want to do pink. I might do red. Oh, I could just do one button. That's kind of cute, actually. Or various sizes. That's cute too. Just kidding. Yeah, that's cute. I'm putting those buttons to use. Hey, Trisha. Oh, sounds like you're busy. That's wonderful. Church to set up for families to come in tomorrow for food and gifts. That's wonderful. All right. Oh, come on. I feel like the last time I ran out of glue. Oh no, there's still plenty in there, so it can't be. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I still use a pen with mine. I mean, I still love that it comes out, but I don't know what I'm doing. Or maybe I'm just worried that it won't work, so I just keep the pen in it. But once I do the pen, it starts to come out more freely with my glue gun. Well, that's cute. I like the 3 different sizes. Little small one, medium there. And like I said, it's a good reason to use those buttons that I just said I never quite use. Sweet, that one's dry too. We'll put buttons on this one. Okay. Let's see. Big one. Small one. What are you working on, Gail? What page are you working on?
I am working on a special order.
Okay.
So it's just Christmas pages. Generic Christmas pages with old school kiwilane templates.
Yay! Like
You're
Christmas
like,
set, like
you're
winter
like,
set.
old, yes, winter. This is what I'm using.
Oh, so many people request winter.
You know, I have an extra set. I do.
That's great.
Might have 2 extra sets. I don't remember. I even have an extra tiny holiday.
Oh, wow. That's like a classic right there.
I know. I love it though. I still use that one all the time.
Yeah. On cards too, especially, I'm sure. It's
Yeah.
so cute on cards. So cute. I may use that one instead. Okay. Put those back in there. And a little glue. I do feel like every time my mind starts saying like, oh, I need some glitter or something on my pages. The last few Christmas pages I've done, although I haven't used, well, I used gold glitter paper on the last page. For some reason, with my holiday pages, I always think of glitter. But that's cute. Oh, cute little basic thing here. Let me see. I actually have, I was just thinking maybe green. Is that the right green? Where's that page? So on this page, well, this tip is in the thing, but I actually used some of this paper here. Why am I spacing the name all of a sudden? Where did I put that? I thought I had it out. Anyways, that was really fun to add to the pages. Let me see if I can, oh, it's right here. I was gonna try to tuck that behind this and see if I want to add it to this page. Little layering there. That's cute. Okay. And then this one's gonna go over here. And I'm gonna add a border, which, you know what, I'll just cut a new one out. Let me double check to make sure this red is the direction I want to go. That's cute. So I have red here, here. I was trying to think like the plaid. I do have this guy. It's a little too big for my spaces. So I'm trying to think how I can add a little plaid over to this other side. That could be cute underneath. That's cute. Okay. Boy, a lot of pre-cutting came in handy this layout. That doesn't always happen, guys, but I'm telling you, like making a little owl beforehand is kind of fun. All right, and then the other option is I could go light, like a light teal. I do like the red, I think, too, Amy. Crepe paper. Thank you, Julie. Like I said, Friday brain. Oh. This is why this event's just a little different. Oh. Luckily, I have a method to help me go to the madness. A method to the madness. All right. Because I'm just doing a back layer to the border because of the background being similar to this main pattern, as far as the back color of it, I don't need to do the whole width of the template, just a portion of it. And we're going to just trim that up. There we go. You know, Gal, I was trying to remember your ornament page that you did. I'm trying to remember what you used on that, but I remember you saying that you did a page of your favorite ornaments at one point. And I'm like, it's like, I can see it in my head, but I can't see it in my head. And I was thinking about
looking for it and I couldn't find it right off, but I think some albums got packed in a box that wasn't marked as such and then got stored. So I am missing like 4 scrapbook albums that just never came inside that are somewhere in the garage or in the crawl space. So I
Mm.
think it's there. And I couldn't
It
even
was.
find a picture of it.
Well, you did because I mean, I'm like now, right when you were talking, I was like, oh, I wonder if it's in the Facebook group that I saw. I'll have to go search out there.
I
It's just a thought I had the other day, and I was like, I wonder where that I saw
I
that
did
at.
it a long time ago. Like I
Oh,
probably made it 6 years ago.
yeah. And when you mentioned it, I remember being like, oh yeah, I remember that page. Like literally, I do remember it in my
Well,
mind.
I don't even know if I used Kiwi Lane on it because it was essentially it was a 12 by 12. Maybe it was a 2-page layout, but it was essentially just a grid. And I did photos on some of the squares of the grid, like 2 by 2 photos
Uh-huh.
of each ornament. And then the story was either on a flap that opened or on something that pulled from behind it. Like it was a very interactive page.
Mm, mm-hmm.
And like there were pictures of probably 20 ornaments on it with stories. So it was a lot to
Oh, they
fit.
had
It
that
had to
many
be a
pictures on
2-page
there?
layout.
Oh yeah.
It had to be a 2-page layout
Well,
if I
I
got
remember seeing it when you
photos.
mentioned it the other day. I was like, I feel like I remember that seeing that page, but I was like, I don't remember where I saw it. I just feel like I remember seeing it.
I'm gonna have to go digging for it because that
That's
makes me sad that I'm missing like 3 or 4 albums. Like complete albums are just not
oh
in the
wow.
house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool. Okay, I need to put these antlers. Yeah. Touch of green. Yeah, I feel like I need green because of that green in the little title embellishment. And I'm gonna do the branch. Okay, so here's my branch again. Okay. I'll do the antlers in. No. New. Trying to decide what color. What color, what color? I just need green. I'll do green on the back of that pattern. Maybe some coral antlers. That would be cute. Okay, so luckily I have these little pieces down here that were extra from the title cards. So I think that's what I'll trace that out of. And in this case, I'm kind of adding it to the owl I already have. I'm just going to layer it up behind. I'll do the middle section so I have somewhere to adhere these antlers to. Kind of like a, looks like oh, what's it called? I am lost for words today. Not happening. Busy, busy month. My brain is like, you're supposed to be not thinking about anything. That's what you should be doing when you scrapbook. Just kind of getting lost, letting your brain take a break for a little bit. What I was trying to think of was those hats, the hats that look like this with the thing, and what are they? That's what I was trying to think of. I'm sure one of you guys will know what I'm talking about. Just make sure you feed those through. They're little guys, but just feed it through your scissors back and forth with those cutting tips. But otherwise, it's pretty basic. May look intimidating, but that was actually pretty easy to do as far as flowing through your scissors. And then, Okay, so I did do this one hat on it, so I kind of want that. Weird that they go opposite like that. What if I put it through the hat? There we go. That's what we'll do. Layer it in front of the hat. Okay, now a little bit of adhesive. Not a beanie, no, it's like the caveman, like the caveman hats, with the antlers on them, but it has round so that you wear them. Ugh, I give up. It's fine. Don't worry. My brain will wake up at like 3 in the morning and figure it out.
Like a Viking hat?
Yes, Viking hat. Oh my gosh. Thanks for saving me 3 a.m., gal. Viking is the word I was trying to find. Oh my goodness. All right, I want a branch for our guy to sit on. A little guy to sit on. And I think I'll just do, well, I have that one cut out. So I'm kind of like, this is like the cutout page. This doesn't typically happen where I have like little things already pre-done. And I even got a cutting out buddy. How crazy is that? So I want to do just the branch because I might even add this little side leaf here. But if I do, I'm gonna pop it up just like I'm popping this one up. So I'm gonna cut it out in 2 pieces because of that. I'm gonna just let that end be like that so I can tuck it behind. Looks like a little snake. Little snake. I'm gonna place that back. But I do want to do this side leaf. So take my scraps. I feel like I'm gonna have to do the middle. I don't know. Trying to decide if I should do the middle white like I did here. Trying to decide if I think green with white is gonna work or if I should have cut this out of white. We're gonna test it out here in a minute. Okay. Yeah, it needs a white one. Let's try it. Yeah, that's gonna make it a little bit more uniformed. So we'll do a white one here. I might even stick a little white one over here too. So these are like the little last detailed layers usually that once I have the foundation of the layout and kind of little details, which if you're not using it with paper, you might have stuff in your stash that you can add the little details. But in this case, just kind of adding a few more layers with the scraps of paper that I have is usually the last step I have there. And we're gonna have to add the lines to that too. So I'm gonna take this guy. I'm gonna just do it without the extra step this time. We'll see. How well I get them straight again. So that it can dry. We need to get it going so it can dry. You know what? Hold on. Let me see. Oh, I do like one there. Okay, I'm gonna cut one more out so that I can do them both at the same time so they both are drying. Do I want 2 of them? I do. I do want 2 of them. Okay. So we're gonna do a small one, another small one. Let's see if I can, there we go, flip it. There we go. It'll fit like that. And then I'm gonna do this other medium size one. That's gonna be tucked, so I just can kind of come back. Okay, so I just kind of worked that in because I'm gonna be tucking them behind this. Detach from the larger sheets, especially something this small. It's kind of a nuisance to cut out of bigger sheets. Don't wrestle with the paper, it's not worth it. You'll win, but you'll feel the fussiness of it, and that's never fun. And then throw it over there. I will say these little poinsettia leaves, you can just, yeah, rotate it back and forth through each one. I also love with the poinsettia leaves that you don't have to, I don't know, they just kind of give you permission to not be, because of the way that they're created, like they don't have to be perfect, you know? They already have like this offset point to them, so it's kind of fun. Adds to the poinsettia feel. Okay, and then I'm gonna do my lines again on these ones. And then this other one. So again, depending on what color you want this, you could use a pencil and then do a marker over it. You could just do a white pen. You don't have to use Nuvo. It's just if you want to do something like an extra layer. I always test it, even though I just use this, I always like to get a feel for how it's flowing. Maybe I should poke this one. Where's my poker? Just feel like it's extra thick. Okay. Okay, I am gonna bring a paper. Don't want to get it on my page. I don't want to get it on my page. Oh, yeah, that's not flowing. Okay, guys, I have to concentrate on this. I'm like this and doodly. I get a little quiet. You guys are quiet today. I feel like everyone's kind of quiet in the, I guess, in the zone. Hopefully you're in the zone. Uh-oh. How'd you do, Mama?
I went to bed.
You went to bed?
Yeah, I'm not going to bed.
You're going to bed? That's so good of you. It's so good that you and Maddie, like, you're good at getting your sleep. See, that's what I'm telling you. I would put my kids to sleep and I would just spend hours just waiting.
Well, I don't usually go to bed till like 7:30. After I usually stay out for like 2 to 3 hours when he goes to bed, but
Yeah.
I mean I'm never up past midnight at least.
Right.
I used to do that. I used to go to bed like 1 or 2 in the morning.
That's what motherhood does. It changes, yeah. No, you're doing great. Thanks.
Love you.
Love you. Good night. Okay. I need to clean up my lines a little bit. Oh, I got a little off. There we go. Okay, you three need to dry somewhere not by my hands. Not in this proximity. All right, I'm trying to think what else I should add. I think I'm pretty much to the end zone. I do a little pop-up on this one. And bounce a little of the green. Oh, you know what? That's right. I was going to use that title even though, because it's the one I liked, but because I pre-cut it, well, I was going to use it on the other page, but I ended up changing my mind there too. I will say, no, I just don't like it. I don't see it fitting. Oh, I need to do the top of my ornament. That's a little detail that makes such a huge difference if you just add something to the top of your ornaments. So I definitely need to still do that little detail. I think what I'm going to do is cut them out. I know, it seems so crazy. Oh, you know what I could do? I'm going to recycle this. I'm going to take the top of this, put that there, boom, done. And then I'm going to cut this up because I like the saying and it goes perfect with my page, but it didn't work in an ornament. So I'm going to put it in strips. Trim those up. And next one. I went a little crooked on that one. Hold on. It's because the Y comes down. Let me try again. Would you guys ever do this with scissors or would you get a straight cutter? I'm just curious. I know some people are like, what? This is actually really cute too, that little scallop. Maybe I'll put that somewhere. Okay. All you need is love and laughter. Now, awesome. See, that's what I'm saying. There's a theme here going on. These little pockets. The glitter here. Coincidence, but perfect. I like it. Time for burlap, Linda says. I don't think on this layout. I don't think brown's gonna work for me on this layout color palette. But it could actually be cute right here in the branch. Now that dang it, Linda. Because now I'm like looking at the brown here. All right, I'll pull out some burlap. Give me a moment. Gonna pull my leg. Yes, Julie, next month. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you said something. My head was so into this page, but it is coming to that time of the night. First page down. I'm looking at this scallop. I wanted to use it. Maybe I'll do another layer here. Let me try it really fast. Nope, that looks weird. I could cut the scallop out. Let's see. If I do burlap on the left side, because I really am like a balanced person. I'm not saying it's all the time, but pretty much 95% of my time in my pages, I shoot for balance. So I'm looking at my page thinking, if I do burlap over here, I gotta have some kind of burlap over here, because right now I have green and green. So, I don't know, Linda. I'll try it though. That's cute. Why not? Okay. All right, Julie, before I adhere all this down, I'm going to give you a sneak peek on next month's. It really is hard. Every time that happens, what goes through my mind is like, which part? Why do I sneak peek? Ah, I don't know what to choose. It's so hard. Trying to decide. Inside Susan's head. Okay. I don't know. Maybe it didn't need it, but it's there. I'm gonna go with it. Maybe it didn't, but it's gonna stay now. Cute. Okay. So this is the top ornament of the other ornament that I'm gonna put on Jolly here. Maybe even a little string. Maybe I'll attach some string to the ornament as another extra detail. And I don't want to lose my title. These little things bother me when I don't like losing them. Where are we at? Sneak peek, that's right. And burlap. Sneak peek, burlap, adhere. Oh, and ribbon. Sneak peek, burlap, ribbon, adhere. All right, let me find that pile. What to show you? How can I tease you without like giving it all away? You gotta stay for the unboxing. You know, I can't just show it all. Okay. Oh, the center of the flower too. Yes. Okay. Where's the template set? Oh, I don't know where that template set went. So maybe that's the answer. You get a paper peek, no template peek. I don't know where I put it. Maybe Abby took that one too. She better not have. Oh my goodness, we're gonna have a talking to if she did. Okay. So paper. All right, paper. Okay, here we go. I'll give you 2 paper peeks. Amy says you have my attention. Okay, here's a look. It says, let's go, life is a journey, zooming through life, where to next? So you kind of get a 5, right? You see the color palette? I will just tell you, it's called, the paper kit, it's called Life in the Fast Lane. And then the template set is called Turbo. And then here's another pink and another pattern. It's a supporting pattern. So you can see how those layer together. So we're gonna kind of go that direction, really fun. I'll tell you, I did scrapbook some pictures of Caleb, which is where all the commentary of my kids were like, all you do is scrapbook Caleb. But it's great for kind of more of those boy pages, I will say that. It's kind of fun. Or for travel, question mark, travel, you know, road trips. You guys get the picture, I think. Yeah? Hopefully you guys like it. I'm trying to think what else to share with you. No, that's it. I'm going to share that. Then you got to come back after Christmas and we'll show you the rest. That's a good little sneak peek there. Ugh. Right. So that's a look at what's coming in January. I will just say, I know it's a little premature, but February's kind of cute. Kind of cute. A few design team members have already submitted theirs. I don't know if they were just so excited or if they're busy in January, so they just got it all done at the same time. But I got a peek at that and I thought, oh my gosh, this is going to be fun. No, Julie, I'm not going to sneak peek February 2. I'll get in trouble. You're going to get me in trouble. Because somebody will tell Abby, and then Abby will look at me with her puppy eyes, and no, I'm just kidding. No, you gotta have something to look forward to in January for February. It's how it works. It's good stuff. No, it's a fun kit. It'll be kind of a fun shift as we go from our owls. I will say, I'm not gonna lie, guys. All I keep doing is thinking, Beth, about the owls with the glasses and Harry Potter. So ever since you guys said that, I thought, oh my gosh, yes. I need to make some time on my calendar for that because I think it'll just bring me so much joy. And we'll add a cute thing because I've done a few Harry Potter pages, but I think it will twist it just enough for me to just really have fun with it. So thank you guys for the inspiration. It will be fun. When I get to it, that's another question with, but I'll get to it eventually. All right, I'm gonna do these with pop-ups. All you need is laughter. Oh no, is love and laughter. All you need is love and laughter. Definitely gonna have to make the QR code because I have not yet made it because I just barely printed these pictures off and I didn't have time to make the QR code, so I definitely need to do it because if I don't, there's a good chance I'll forget. So I'll try to do that this weekend. We have more family coming in town next week, so I need to, poor Maddie. I was like, Maddie, the house isn't that, it was clean, it was fine. But then I said, and then I'm gonna put you to work before the rest of the guests come, and you're gonna help me clean the house. She was like, Mom, I'm coming for a vacation too, and I'm like, I know, but that's like how it goes. It's like the daughter contract, I think she said, or something. No, actually, that's what Abby said. It's the daughter contract. And then I said, oh, so Abby, are you coming over to help me clean? And she goes, oh, no, that's just a Maddie daughter contract. And I was like, that's kind of ironic there. But I think I might put these on here. I was debating if I'm going to mat the pictures. I feel like maybe that would help tone some of them down, but maybe, All right, you know what? I'm gonna add some other layers. I'm gonna leave, let me see, are those dry? Nope, and I just touched it. Okay. Burlap, Linda, did you figure out what I'm gonna put burlap over here? Amy says I need purple paper. Okay, Amy. Actually, I saw your post in the community. Purple is kind of a hit and miss, isn't it? It's so interesting from, yeah. Even in the industry, people are like, I need boy paper. And I've heard other paper companies comment about this, that they like put it out and it just doesn't sell as well. That's kind of what purple paper does, crazy enough. Like I've heard a lot of paper companies say that, like, yeah, well, we produce purple paper, but it just doesn't sell great. Oh, on the center of my flower is what you were saying. Okay.
The center of your flower can be burlap.
Yes.
So on the purple, American Crafts, one of their last, well, not last, but in the year before they were sold to somebody else and stopped producing paper lines, essentially. One of their collections was almost all purple, and it was very requested, but it didn't sell well.
Right.
It's a gorgeous collection. I own it, but it did not sell.
That's what I'm saying. That's what's crazy about it is that. All right. I saw this corrugated paper, which I'm not gonna lie, I kind of think I like the darkness of that color. burlap. Yeah, I think I like the corrugated. It's just a little bit more prominent, but we're going to, I do think it will make that stand out more. And then what, in the center? I should have done that in the antlers. Well, it won't work with corrugated. It could have worked with burlap because corrugated's hard when you do something that small because it kind of like the weaves just go in. I don't know. It could work if you maybe did it horizontal way versus vertical. But let's try that one first. Where's my branch? Oh, Pam says, I think she's talking about the same paper you have, Kel. She's like, I have it too. Pam, you just did the one with My Mind's Eye. And I was like, I had that. I remember the page that I created with that one. Isn't it funny how you can like tell like times of era by the paper you have in your stash? Okay, let's try this out and see what we think. No. All right. I just realized we didn't do any music. We should have been having Christmas music on this whole time. My bad. It's because I didn't want to mess with the computer too much. A little shell shock from last time. Where's my picture? Picture. There it is. It's kind of hard to tell without that other. Oh, I just stuck my burlap on my paper. See? Oh, good. It was dried. Green, brown. Green, brown. Oh, the brown's kind of cute. Okay. So, if that's the case, maybe I'll put the green behind the brown because I have it cut out. Let it test and trials here. I could put it in the middle of the snowflake. I could put. I decided if I love this not tucked. It's kind of cute that way, but do I need to map my picture? I feel like I need to map my pictures. I feel like it's just kind of getting lost just enough for me to be like, I need to map them. Maybe I'll just do a very fine tune mat. That's kind of pretty there. But now I feel like I need something here. There's not much of a center here. If I tuck it, barely, maybe a little sliver. Nope. Okay. I will say it's interesting to look up and see your page on the screen. It's like as if I'm standing up, but I don't have to stand up. Because a lot of times I will stand up so I can get like a top view down view, but when I got the camera over the top, I just look, it's like I get a top view down just by looking at the camera. But okay, I'm gonna adhere my borders so that I can commit to some of these things. first I'm gonna adhere any groupings that I can do together. So in this case, this little trim on the border. So I start by groupings and then I adhere the groupings to my page. It's usually my approach to adhering. So that comes together as one. And then like even this, I would adhere this together, which I have pop-up on the back of this, so I'll just do that. And then my snake. Did I cut this opposite? Oh, there it goes. You know what? I'm gonna add that because wait, did it go that direction? Okay. Ugh. See, I always have to like poke it again. Granted, I just left it out, so that's my bad. And then we'll go ahead and adhere that. Kind of do a layer look too. I don't think this is going to be too big of an impact, but I had the green cut out, so one little extra layer. Why not? You can kind of see it. There's a little green poking up behind there. And then little pop up on this one. So these I can't adhere until my page is down. It is still a little tacky. I probably should leave that alone for a moment. Okay. Let me see if I can find any kind of white paper. Oh, I do have one. Abby took. I thought she took all my, that's very white. Let me look like, what does it look like when I ink it? It's like stark white. Okay, let me try matting these, see if that helps with this page just a little. I think they're just kind of working off that background just a little bit more than I like. You know what, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to adhere, and I'm going to do, yeah, it's so white. I think, hold on, let me, before I cut into my only white piece of paper, literally, I think, because I literally, I said it, I used it all. I might do a mat here and there. Just to kind of get a feel. I might combine those two together. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Yep. Let me give it a go. Okay. Success. 40 tags colored, Amy. What? Now to die cut them out. Wow. That is dedicated love right there. Oh, this is from Simple Life. Beth, yeah. You like it? Oh, you like it here instead of there? I was playing around with it in 2 different places. I need the plaid to come over. So I need that plaid, you know, to come over to the right. I may have little, I don't know. I don't think I really have. Believe it or not, I don't think I have much Christmas knits, little bits and pieces. I have stickers, which I have lots of those Christmas stickers that I just don't use tons of from the kits. All right. Okay, let me go ahead and we're gonna do a mat, but I'm gonna do a double mat here with these 2 next to each other. So 1 mat for both of them. And I'm gonna go smaller than I think a 1/2 inch. I don't want it to, it's just too white, because this is like a cream, you know. Now I do have the white in the Nuvo, and there is white here too, but it's more creamy, so I don't know. I could go to the store, but I don't know about you guys, but I went grocery shopping the other day, and let's just say I was regretting it by the time the traffic, it wasn't even a weekend, and I was like, oh my gosh. And so I told Dave, I was like, I have no desire to leave the house this next week at all. It's like, it's almost like you forget holiday traffic until you're back in it and you're like, oh my goodness, what is going on? It was, yeah. So I really don't think I'm gonna leave. Well, we are doing a light thing tomorrow and in church and stuff, but other than that, I'm gonna be very limited when I leave this house because traffic is not my jam. I don't think it's anybody's, but still. All right. Let me see. Yeah, that little bit of white I think is gonna help just lighten up the page just a little bit more. Okay. I haven't matte pictures for a while, but in this case, this is a good example where I'm like, it just needs a little bit. So again, if I can group things as I go, I like to group them. So in this case, I'm gonna go ahead and add these 2 pictures to the map. I'll take that one right next to it. Is that not a straight cut? Okay. There we go. Yeah, I think it hurts. Yeah, Pam says I hate traffic. I know. No fun. Okay, I'm gonna group these 2 really fast so they stop sliding all over. I'm gonna put that one down. Same with this one. Just kind of cover and make that curve go. Then this one. I'm gonna move it to the left just a little. And then that one. And I actually don't want that to show. So because I'm putting that in the place of that circle, I'm going to trim this down just a little bit. Like kind of a messy trim. I don't want that to pop through. Then that will go back there. Okay. And I'm gonna do some pop-up on this. It has a little pop-up on it, but I just feel like it could use a little more. Yeah, that's cute. Super cute. Okay. Trying to think if I want to do anything like before I'd hear that down, like any twine or anything. I don't know. I don't know if it needs it. Okay, I need to map my other set of pictures here. For sure, I'm gonna do those two. Do 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 do. Do you guys have a favorite Christmas song? Just curious. My kids asked me that the other day, and I was like, you know what? It's kind of hard to choose. I will say. It's kind of hard to choose. Is this bottom piece tucked in the whole way? Or does it peek through a little? No, it's poked in. Cool. Well, because of that, I'm gonna just do just a portion here and here, and then cut it the same length. So I'll just finish my cut up. We really do need Christmas music. I'm so sorry. I should have grabbed my phone too. I don't think it will let me play from my phone, but get it all in while you can. We've been blasting it in our house. As much as we can. Even though there's no rule you can't play Christmas music when it's not Christmas time, but for some reason, we all kind of follow with that rule. I'm going to start playing Christmas music in July. And just see what I get. I think David would be like, what are you doing? I am a little bit of a button pusher though. Ooh, I love Go Tell It on the Mountain, Mary, and Oh Holy Night is both good, but you're right. Go Tell It on the Mountain is super. Gosh, I'm trying to remember that rendition of that song that I just heard. I'm trying to remember who sang it. It was a cappella. It was so pretty, so pretty. All right. Trying to decide if I want to mat the other ones. What do you guys think? Mat them all or just the two? Or just the two here? I can have it all stuck in our head now. Let me lay this back out. And get my circle back where it needs to go. All right, I'm going to put my title down. Okay, I'm still trying to decide what to put the branch. Again, not that I have to have it on my other side, but I am trying to still decide if there's an opportunity. I keep looking at this thinking like, do I do something here with this one? Or just leave it as is? There we go. Make sure that's straight. All you need. I have to like repeat, I don't know if you guys do this, whenever I'm journaling or if I'm putting a title to, I have to keep repeating it so that I make sure it goes in the right order. All you need is love and laughter. All you need, just keep going. cute. I really thought I was going to put more owls on here, but it really didn't need much more. I was thinking like, oh, all these cute owls would have been so fun. But I feel like the paper does so much in and of itself that get these little white little specks away from my page. Okay. What do you think? Oh, Pam says mount the two. Okay, I'm gonna get an up view over here so we can see it without the glare. Well, I know for sure I'm good on this side, so maybe I'll just work to I actually don't know if Maddie needs more content for social media, so I'm like, well, maybe I shouldn't adhere yet, but look how cute that is. I love that. That's so fun. It's really fun. Makes me happy. So cute. Okay, and this over here, we'll pull that down just a little bit and over. Just trying to decide on that matting too. And like, does it need it? Does it not need it? Okay, let's see this. I'm just kind of like dragging my feet at this point. But I probably should let you guys go. It is getting late and I know it is a Christmas Friday, but I'm just kind of wrapping this up. I'm going to cut it out so I can really see. Or not. I feel like it just butts up next to it, so maybe not. The only thing I can think of is that it would spread these out a little bit more, which would fill in the rest of that gap, because that was kind of, initially I was going to do a 3x4 there, but then I changed that to a 4x4. So it's almost like putting a strip behind there. Maybe I do a strip in a different color, like behind there. Oh, Pam, I love that. They're driving from Florida. Are they staying? Well, I'm assuming they're staying till Christmas. Yes. Oh, that's so special. Yes, I had a friend talking to me. She was like, are you going to have all your kids home for this Christmas? And I said, I am. And I'm just going to soak it up because I know that it probably is not going to be the case in years to come. So this year, it is the case. So I'm going to soak it up. Okay, so I'm not sure about the other color. I don't know. But then I think like the white's just going to blend with the white if I do it next to each other like that. Well, that's kind of cute. But that's on the back of my title cards. That's not going to work. Well, I only have one more layout to do. And I do love this one. God is good all the time. I was thinking about doing I did a Christ picture for spring. I might do a Christmas Christ. I actually have, where is that? That's right. I kept these from last year. Where did I put them? That is always the question, right? Where did I put those? find them. Maybe. Oh yeah. I got this in a Christmas card. I thought, oh, I could. And then I got this in a Christmas card from a friend, Pam Killian. And I just looked at that and I was like, how cute would that be to scrapbook that? So I kept it. I have a few other ones in there too. Look at this cute card I got. This was actually from Jennifer Behera, but I was like, oh my gosh, it's so cute. And it deserves to go on a scrapbooking page because I'm more of a scrapbooker than a card maker, but it was so cute that I was like, I'm gonna do that and put it on a page. I haven't found a page yet for it, but I should. I should find a page for it and do like a little penguin next to it. Cute. Might be cute. So I thought that would be fun.
Does that picture of Christ have an artist's name on it? I've never seen that one before. It's beautiful.
It is beautiful. You know what?
Well, how am I going to find it if I don't know who did it?
Well, it has a, I don't know, she must have printed, I don't know, well, it doesn't, yeah, she maybe printed off, but it does have an H. It has like a watermark down here, but it looks like it got marked off. H-O-E, H-A-E.
I don't know.
It is really pretty colors though, I agree. I can message her, see if she remembers. She'll be like, what? That was like a year and a half, 2 years ago, Susan. I'll be like, I know. Yes. All right. Well, just the Maddie. That's all I'm sitting here thinking about. And then I was going to adhere my page, but I think I'll do a quick video tomorrow for Maddie. Then I'll adhere it. So that's it. I think I finished my page, guys. I think I finished my page. What time is it? Almost 10? Oh. Probably gonna have to call it a night tonight, but you guys make sure to share with me what you create. I was just sitting here thinking, maybe I should do the one pager, but I did tell the kids I would watch Survivor with them. So we have not watched the finale, so no one say anything, but we have not had a chance to watch it yet. So I did tell them that I would watch it with them tonight. So I better jump off. But it's so fun. It's like a really, really, again, silly page. I think the QR code's going to be a fun addition. I got to add that. But other than that, it's another one for the books, another one for the albums. So, oh, Pam, 2 a.m. You're going to stay up till 2 a.m.? Bless their heart. Hopefully they drive safe. I personally like to drive at night too, but David's not a big night driver, but I prefer to drive at night, but only because I get less motion sickness when I drive at night. For some reason, I just don't get as sick. So, well, you guys have a wonderful Christmas. I'm not sure. I don't know if I'll see you or not see you, but if maybe in the community. Either way, I hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas. Thank you guys so much for creating with me tonight and then just creating with us in general. It really does. I really enjoy it. I hope you really enjoy it as well. To say that you guys, you know, he's just inspired me so much. So I really appreciate you guys and have a wonderful evening. All right. Take care, guys. Bye now. Bye, Pam. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Lisa. Night, guys. See ya.